I opened the books. At that time, there were books. There were no computers. And I started learning about regulation, about how they issue the tickets, how they issue tickets, how they calculate it, how do, all these things. And I started practicing. It was in English. And that time, English, in spite of my school was the American mission, and the English was perfect. But you know, each industry has their own terminology. And therefore, you have to learn. And I started learning. I kept quiet, and then nobody knew about it. Suddenly, there was an incident that the customer was not really happy with the calculation made it by one staff. So I went to the staff and I told him, look, if you do it this way, it might make it cheaper. And he was laughing at me. Who took it seriously? The manager. And he asked him to do it. Let's do it. Let's hear from him. Then they found that I'm right. An office boy knows what's going on. Then he picked me up, put me at the counter as a trainee. And from there, I carried on. I still going in the summer and in the winter studying, and I have graduated. I'm holding a bachelor degree in management and marketing, but it did not stop me till now from learning. Then I moved to another company. I worked for the airline. I worked for the Cathay Pacific Airways. Okay. And in a managerial level, I started with sales executive.
And how did you get into that airline business?
I just applied. I just applied, okay. And they answered. I applied for the banks. I applied for the different. I applied in particular for companies that deal with the service industry.
Of course, because you already had experience with it.
And I love it. I love their service. I love the customer service. It's part of my body. Then I applied, and then I received. My lucky is that I received from an international company, and they recruited me, and I traveled to Saudi Arabia and Bahrain and here and there, and I start attending many courses in skills. Here, when I started attending many courses in skills, I found that the potential. I mean, if you want to success, you have to build skills.
Of course,
you should not rely on books, or you shouldn't rely on regulation. You should. The most important thing is, if you want to be a customer experiences, customer service, or even a successful person, you have to build the skills.
Of course.
And then I started learning the skills. I started from the courses. We had many courses: leadership, communication, team management, time management, solving problems, decision making, interpersonal skills. Now, I conducted the courses. I attended the courses, and I had a manual. These manuals, I throw it. In fact, I shelf it.
Okay.
All the manuals, and this is my recommendation from anybody. Whenever you attend the course, put it on a shelf. What you have to do, and this is what I did, and alhamdulillah, thanks, it's working fine, and I told my kids to do it, and I'm telling everybody to do it. Don't implement what you learn. Take one point, one tip, one thing that you have learned from this course, implement it.
So how did you find these skill places? First of all, I think we're getting off track. You applied for the airline. They sent you all around the world, and you how did you find these training programs?
The companies, they train you.
They offered it. By the way, not everyone takes on these offers. There's a lot of employees
part of the programs, airlines in general, or even any companies, they train the staff. You asked me a very interesting question. Why did you join ToastMaster?
I don't even know what ToastMaster is, by the way. I only first time saw it on LinkedIn as I was going through your profile because to build up questions.
ToastMaster is an international club.
I've heard of it.
It is formed in the United States by Dr. Ralph Smithley. Basic concept of this ToastMaster club is to build the competence in communication and leadership skills.
Okay.
It means that what you learn then is to build the confidence, is to becoming confident in yourself in communication, especially the public speaking. In many cases, in many times, you were asked to speak, not in front of hundreds of audience, in front of somebody, manager or some. It means that you have to prepare yourself for this one. You have to build the confidence that I can communicate. I can pass my message. I can tell them what I want, or I can tell them what they want to hear. So this one is very important, by the way. As I said before, communication are two ways, one going, one giving the confirmation that this is what he's
saying.
Or no, tell me about something else. ToastMaster is building a very important things. Number one, building the communication skills or confidence in yourself. Many people, they are afraid of not talking to anybody. They're scared. They shake when they talk to somebody. Even one. I'm not talking about myself talking to 1,500 people standing on the stage. It's not scary, it's terrifying.
By the way, the reason I'm looking at you like this is because it recollects a lot of what I've listened and learned. I was reading a book about an FBI hostage negotiator, and he talks about his ways of communicating in order to de-escalate a situation. And one of the things he talks about is actually your voice. And so, as you were saying,
vocal varieties. This is what I'm coming to say.
Absolutely, sure. and it boggled my mind, and how much of what you were saying in your LinkedIn posts was almost identical to a book that you could go and buy for 30 BD.
But I hope not
$60.
I hope not FBI, please. I don't want to involve this one. So in the leadership, they told you even how to use the second style of the communication. The language, the verbal, the language, the body language, the vocal varieties, the eye contact. Eye contact is very important in negotiation. The body language. Body language send messages. So it's one of the style. Body language, either you sit like this, or you sit like this, or you stand like this one. Vocal variety, eye contact, your facial expression. Smiling means that you're interested or happy about what you're moving eyes around means that you are not interested, so leave. It gives you signals. Therefore, we learn it from the courses we attended. We learn it from practicing. Therefore, I found it there in Toastmaster. It's things that I don't wanted because I learned it. But for the Toastmaster, they teach you. It's a program. And
how did you find it, first of all?
In Toastmaster,
yeah,
it's beautiful.
But how did you find it? Who told you about it?
I heard it in the social media.
Oh, okay.
Social media.
Okay.
As I told you, Hamad, nothing stopping me from learning till now, till this moment. So I was going around, finding out what are things that I can do, and I found suddenly a Toastmaster. And here, the digital marketing role is to bring your page to the top. And it came Toastmaster. What is this Toastmaster?
SEO, yeah.
What is this Toastmaster? I click on it and I start reading. Oh, it's interesting. Let me go. Then I pick up on one club in Bahrain, and I went and visited them free of charge 3 times they allow you. And I was looking around.
There's a club here in Bahrain?
66 clubs.
Okay.
66 clubs. I'm a member of 2 clubs.
Okay, the 69 club is not available. Only 60 clubs, eh? So then let's be straight here, and we can cut this out if you don't feel like comfortable answering it, because this is a difficult question. What I hope to get some sort of form of answer for you. There's a lot of businesses here in Bahrain. There's a lot of people I meet here in Bahrain who fail to succeed, not because that they don't work hard enough, not because their idea is bad, not because the market is too competitive, but because they lack one thing: wasta. And this is sadly true more here in Bahrain than in Saudi Arabia. Taban, with MBS, this stuff has been cleaned up. And that's why I warned you, said we can cut this section out.
No, that's okay. No. I don't mention the names. No, you have a right. Wasta is not only here. It's anywhere in the world. Even in countries that they are well known of high democracy, Wasta is there. I mean, one of the things that I train my student, I show them a mountain and a flag. And the flag is not on the top of the mountain. Flag is on the bottom of the mountain. And the person was standing looking at the flag. I said, what do you see in this flag?
Failure. No. Training.
I said, why? He said, because the flag should be on the top. I said, who said that? No. The flag is where you want to go. Then when you reach the flag, it's like a golf. You hit the ball to the first hole. You don't hit it on the 18th hole. Then you move. Same. Flag is here. Work on this one. Reach means that you are working in the right direction. Then move the flag, put it somewhere else. Now, your flag is learning English. Now, the second type of the flag is learning French. Sure. But maybe when you reach and learning English, do you find that no, the Spanish language is more popular, and you are able to learn.
You're dynamic and you can change.
Then you go to the Spanish language. I keep telling my team, who wants the second language other than English, guess what? Which language?
I would say Cantonese.
Not Cantonese, no. Chinese.
Chinese. But Chinese isn't a language, by the way.
It's a language.
No, it isn't.
I mean,
There's no language called Chinese.
No.
It's called Cantonese. It's called whatever.
There is
Mandarin.
There are Mandarin, Cantonese, but they have an official language where they use it in the government.
Yeah.
Even if it's not words, by the way, it's character.
Yeah. It's drawings.
It's drawing, exactly. I was there in China. I know what's going on. But what I'm trying to say that if you want to learn a language, the future language, learn Chinese. By the way, Mandarin is not popular. Cantonese is not popular because it's in the south. It's Hong Kong and the south of.
Hong Kong is not part of China now,
Mandarin
right?
is north of the China. They use it more. And sometimes if you speak Mandarin, it does not mean that you can speak Cantonese. Totally different dialect, different accent. But they have.
It's not like Hindi and Urdu.
No. But they have an official language. It's like Arabic. Now, if you go to Morocco, it's totally different than Egypt.
Yeah, of course.
But you have the Arabic
But
official
it's dialect.
language.
We can
It
still.
depends. I'm not talking about Chinese.
But it's not like Saudi. It's not like Arabic and Farsi.
No.
Because
because all of them they speak Arabic language, the official one. They're all. Therefore, same like in China. Maybe Persian language is one of the languages that you should learn. Beautiful, or Indian Urdu. So it's up to you. But I always recommend my dear colleagues, go for Chinese for the kids because this is a future language for others. They have 1 billion. I don't know.
What is older, by the way, Farsi or Arabic? I think Farsi is older.
I don't have an answer for this one, to speak frankly. I'm not really expert.
You're not a historian, neither am I.
But I know that Arabic is very old language. Now, not older than maybe Persian, الأشوريين بعتقد لغة سيدنا المسيح والسامرية بس I think the Persian is older. But
Because
I don't want to give any.
No. Because I think
I'm not really expert.
I think Arabic and حق الجوز اليهوديين they both come from the same brute language.
But لا اليهودية أقدم بس هو أقدم language هي لغة سيدنا المسيح السامرية. It's still existing, by the way, this language. والأشورية. This language is still existing in Syria, in near Damascus. There is a village called.
Can you imagine that? The idea of
still using this language.
Of using a language that's over 5,000 years old.
Yeah.
And how would you even you'd have to invent new words.
Pharaoh, the Egyptian old language, now they are using it. They know how to speak now. They revive it. But I'm proud that we have a language, a very strong language. I'm proud of it. Arabic language is one.
But we used to have a lot of tradition. We used to make our own words in Arabic. Before, instead of saying motorcycle, we used to say darajanariya. But that's all gone.
It depends. But if all of them say daraja, they will understand. Either you're in Morocco, or you're in Oman, or you're in Kuwait, or Iraq. This is the same language for all, which is I'm really proud. And I'm really sorry that we are not using it.
Do you not think it's strange, right? I mean, the reason we have to speak English is because there's 2 billion people in the world who speak English, right? So we're stuck with numbers here. But don't you feel like that Arabic culture and language is being dwindled every year almost?
Yes. Not because of anything, because of us.
I think it's because of social media.
Because of us. Because of us. I feel personally that this should come from the family, from the beginning.
But don't you think that, do you not think that Saudi, Bahrain, whatever, should get smart guys involved and make a Twitter, like Twitter copy, but
they should have,
for Arabic users.
Now
you
can use Twitter in Arabic language, but it's not Arabic.
Exactly, owned.
Yes. I wish we have a couple of programs, a couple of applications in Arabic, totally in Arabic, but the basic is the language we are using it is English. Yes, you have right.
Exactly. You know what? That's the shame of it.
It is, especially that we have ability to do with this one. But as you said, the social media, the language, whenever you go travel, they use the English language. Even if it's you're in French territories, the English, it's very popular language.
بس بعد الأفلام, that's also a problem because on NBC2 every day English movies مع Arabic subtitles.
Subtitles is really hurting us, but still. Because they are using their own languages, like American, their own accent, their own dialogue, their own jargons. I recommend, if you want to learn English, You go to the BBC News or and CN News.
Mm, mm,
They don't have subtitles and they are using an official language.
mm.
Now the BBC News is better, is more comfortable for me because it's more English language. But both of them are okay. Push the kids to listen. Put them all the day. Let them listen. There is no subtitles. There are no aids to help them to understand. They are only between them and they are using a professional language because it's monitored. It's
True.
controlled.
True.
Put it for 2 hours every
True.
day. Kids
True.
come and listen to and give me the report.
True.
What they are saying. There they will listen. They will learn a lot of things. They will learn the listening skills.
True.
They will understand what's going on and they will start catching. If you don't understand this word, next time they will understand. Oh, he took it and he mentioned it in this occasion. It means that this
Must be something similar.
And push them to search.
Mm.
Here in our we rely on, as you said, the subtitle. We rely on translation. No, it's wrong.
But it's such a shame. I think is that we're throwing away our beautiful culture and we're throwing away our beautiful language and we're getting westernized. I mean, how many طالع how what we're dressed. بس حبيبي طالع we're not wearing ثوب عقال وشغال زي كذا. We're coming with jeans and me with the shorts.
I love it. By the way, I'm wearing it when I go to any government in Saudi Arabia in particular.
Of
it
course.
helps me a lot, in spite of the color.
I know.
It doesn't help me.
I have to go to the embassy because we're thinking of doing a show as well مع سيد. So I was thinking to myself, should I go, in jeans and a suit, or should I show up with a thumb? Because I was thinking to myself, with an English audience, it probably makes more sense wearing a suit.
Even our ambassadors, for instance, I feel personally that if you want to send an ambassador to outside, he should be expert in Arabic language.
Yes.
The official Arabic language,
Yes.
not our accent as a Gulf or as a Syrian or as a Lebanese.
Absolutely.
He should be expert in Arabic language.
It's called the Quran Arabic.
The Quran
usually,
Arabic, exactly.
For Westerners.
And he should not be an ambassador unless he pass.
I agree.
In addition to politics, in addition to the science, but this one should be, because this one is, you represent yourself.
But don't you feel like the ambassador should be wearing, especially if going out, doing his duties wherever, China, America, wherever, should he not go with our traditional clothing?
No, not necessarily. No.
Because when you look at the Indian ambassador, they go with their sari or whatever what's the male version called? I forgot the name of it. Women wear the saris. Dan, you guys know? Idea?
This one, the tall one with the
Kurta? Yeah, I see a lot of ambassadors
sure.
going out with the kota and stuff like that.
I don't mind. I mean, in fact, I love it. To present your country is very, but it not necessarily. No, not necessarily. It's you who will present your country. It's not your dress.
True.
Yes, your dress will tell you from where are you. I'm from Bahrain. But it's you. When you deal with the people, when you go outside, you represent yourself and you represent your country.
But Sama, this is the thing I'm worried about, is because now, there's a new movie coming out for children, Buzz Lightyear, like Toy Story. And it has, homosexuality, gay stuff in it. And they are now, we have people in Bahrain and Saudi who are upset, saying, oh, you shouldn't ban it, وشغال زي كذا. أقول هذا حق أطفال. This is not right. You know what I mean? And this is crazy to me in that people have become so westernized that they think it's okay to make movies with this kind of stuff for children.
It's
a difficult question, I know.
No, it's not difficult for me. It's against my belief. It's against. Therefore, you are not going to change my belief because of you like it. No, it's against my belief. I'm not saying that we should treat them in a very bad way. They are human, but it's against my belief. I don't accept it.
But don't you think it's terrible that they make movies for this stuff
for
children?
It is.
And then you have people هنا بالبحرين والسعودية that fight and say no, we should show this to children.
لا, it is. Build awareness. Build awareness. Educate them. Our problem is education. No, educate them. Tell them that this is what maybe you don't have an answer for this, or you have an answer. Be realistic with them. Talk. This is what we want in our society. Build awareness, but don't really expose them. Now Disney movies, they're going to create some. I don't like it. And the problem is that I cannot control it.
But it's exactly. I think
it's against. Therefore, build the awareness.
I think absolutely. I think there needs to, that I think this is the problem why we need to start making our own movies. We need to start making our own media in the Gulf. We cannot be reliant on just getting propaganda from America.
No. We have to live on our own. We have to live on our own. Because we know our religion. We know our culture. And I respect all the religions, by the way. It's nothing. And even the Christians and Jews are against this one, by the way. All of us, because it's not the nature.
But also look at how we are portrayed in Western media. كله بس قنبلة, كله بس terrorist. Well, you don't see an Arab on a movie as the good guy.
Show me an Arab people are not the good. Who are they? They tell us he is an Arabic background. Where is he? Show me.
Yeah.
It's politics. I don't want to enter this one.
It's not politics.
It is something to do with us. It's our fault. I will tell you why. First of all, before we have a say that before you open the door to receive a guest, clean your house.
Yeah.
I agree with that. And before you kiss somebody, clean your face.
معك حق.
Therefore, we have to start from our home. We have to build the culture. Now, let me tell you something. You go in the market and you see people, father or parents talking to their kids. How they talk to them? In which language?
Most of the time,
they're Bahraini, they are Arab.
Most of the time, I see that a lot of them speaking English now.
English, why? Why? If he speaks English with his, he will be something very special for me? No. Our language is Arabic. I don't mind to learn. In fact, it's not mine. Sayyidina Muhammad, he pushed us to learn. To learn even the language of other people. We should know what's going on. We are before 1,500 years, he's telling us to learn. Go outside and learn.
But that doesn't mean throw away what we have.
He sent people to learn Persian, so whenever he receive anything, somebody will translate to him. Or anywhere. There were people learning. So it means that we have to learn. But it does not mean that we forget about Arabic language. Why you are talking to him in English? What are you trying to prove? You are trying to prove that he is in a private school or he is a new generation? No. I agree that I'm, by the way, against translating any books from Arabic to English or English to Arabic. Because when you translate any book in management or marketing, you lose it.
I agree with you on this.
But it does not mean that you learn English and you learn what's going on there. And you come up with your own books, with the own, soul of, and you translate to English. Therefore, I'm against any books in Arabic translated from English. No. But I like to read books written by Arabic people. But I need to read books written in English and I understand them. Therefore, learn English, but don't lose your language. Our language is very rich. Till now, I'm not really happy with the old movies around speaking the common language. What is the problem if you use our Arabic language, the official one? What's the problem?
But this is something I also don't understand. حتى تخد الأفلام, even if you take the movies from America, fine. We have so little money that we can't get 2, 3, 5, 10 people together to do dub the voice in Arabic and put it on cinema?
Maybe the people listening to us might not like it. What do we have gained from the American films? What have you gained? Tell me something. Bad words. They start using, our kids, they start using it. What we have learned? We have learned that the hero will not die. What we have learned? What things that we can carry out with us and say that I have learned this one.
But by the way, if you've ever noticed, all these movies never reward hard work. The person who works hard always fails. It's the one who's destined to win. That's the person who always ends up winning. The hero's journey.
One student once asked me, what is your favorite film? And guess which one I like it? I love it.
Godfather.
No. The best film I have ever seen, and I always love to see it again and again, is The Last Samurai.
Okay. Okay. With
not Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is in it, right? Yeah.
Not because of the Tom Cruise. I love this one. No,
Because
not
you found out he's gay and you're like, oh, let me support him. No?
I told myself I don't want to come. Because the film showed you the style of the Japanese.
During the 1800s.
You know, how they care about each other, the community. They are not all warriors, but the warrior is a warrior, and he is ready to sacrifice his life for his village. The farmer is a farmer, and he's a professional in this one, and he's proud, and his kids are learning from him. The discipline, the way they listen to the leader, and the leader, he cares about them. The way they raise their kids, respect, and the way they raise their kids of fighting, start learning from the beginning how to fight with a sword. It's a community that we love to have it. We love to care about kids.
We don't have communities anymore, you know, that's all gone.
But this is
now.
what we need.
I agree.
Look, kids, they go from the morning till the evening, we don't know where they're going.
I agree.
One, they care about them, they talk to them, and they are disciplined. Knowing it means no.
But let me ask your household, yeah? Now, of course, the kids are out of the house, but when was the last time your kids brought friends in to eat dinner at the house when they were growing up?
Well, they haven't, but maybe a few times.
But do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It used to be...
But my kids, they don't smoke in front of me. I know that they smoke,
Okay.
but they don't smoke because
No, man, no budge.
they don't sit, like legs up and down. No way, it's not allowed. Not me, even my mother. They respect all. I don't allow them. You want to sit as the way you like in front of your friends, but you have to respect, and they know this. You should not raise your voice. They're not allowed. Things that we have inherited from our family, and I would like to continue. Now, it might not continue with my kids, but I did my part.
But think about your lifetime, right? When you were a younger man, or when you were 13, 14, your father passed away. But in back then, I mean, my condolences again. But back then, it was so common to eat as a larger family.
Oh, I miss these things.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
You and your brother didn't just eat with your mom. You went and you saw your uncles, your nephews, whatever. This is all gone. Habibi, shufna. We spoke now for almost 2.5 hours. Did one of us look at our phone?
No.
Even once? Did one of us
I'm
even
worried
talk
that my
about the
wife is
subject?
calling me, but I still pretend that I'm.
Well, as long as it's the other one who's calling, then everything's okay.
No, as I told you, technology. No way I will allow technology to control me. No way.
See?
But for the new generation, this is what is going on. No way.
But
I want to watch a nice movie. I want. Hell with the mobile. I want to do this one. Hell with the mobile. Hell with technology. But I want information. Then, where are you? Technology. I want you. This is what. Hopefully, I pray for all the kids to listen to me. Things that we should do it without anybody telling us.
And I think that people need to realize, especially younger kids, that Twitter, Instagram, Google, these aren't real places. This is not something
I prefer if
where you can visit.
I prefer if he can sit with his kids, with his friends, playing. No, nothing, playing. Communicate. It's a role of the family. It's a
Play football, do something.
It's a responsibility of the family.
I mean, it's same thing. We come to the same things again and again and again. I like when I talk to my dad as well. Same situation. He says, when I was a child, I maybe spent whenever I was at home, when I was sleeping, eating, and that's the only time I was at home. The rest of the time, I was out doing something, either out working to make money, either out spending time with friends, out at school. Now, the only time kids go out is for school. It's crazy.
Before my mother, she used to go out and bring us out from the playground. Now we are pushing out the kids to go out.
Yeah.
Totally different. We have to live what we have, but it does not mean that let things control us.
Totally agree, sir. I totally agree, sir. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Always, my last advice, and the only advice, is scratch your back. Don't let others scratching your back.
Because no one else will.
Scratch your back, find the knowledge, go around, go after the knowledge. Don't let the knowledge comes to you. Think about things that you'd love to do it. Go and search, go and improve your knowledge. And stay one step ahead of others. Always try to be one step ahead. You don't need to be far away from others. One step. How do you do it? Knowledge.